Welcome back, everybody, to the Blues feed. We've got a new episode, same obsession with Chelsea Football Club. We have a very special guest today, Lintou in English or Litou in French, whatever you like. We'll be talking Strasbourg. We'll be talking Renior, obviously now announced as new Chelsea coach. Before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody of the 1K subscriber giveaway. If you comment on the video, like the video, and subscribed, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will be giving away a Chelsea shirt of your choice. So let's jump into it. Luke, how are we doing? You okay?
Yeah, good mate. Nice to be back. I think we took a little bit of a break over Christmas, didn't we? So we are back, raring to go. And as always with our club, there is always lots of news and trials and tribulations around us, as you well know.
Yeah, absolutely. And Litu, how are you doing? You okay?
Very good, very good. Thank you for the invitation. I
No, really appreciate you joining.
yeah, but we converse for like maybe 1 or 2 years now,
Yeah,
and
yeah, definitely. Been good
that's
to
the first time. The
finally
first
have a
time.
chat. Yeah, absolutely. I think first and foremost, let's just what do you think about the whole situation of us basically robbing your manager off you, and how does that feel? Because obviously with the kind of sister club owning you, like what's the feeling like within?
Uh, for myself, I need to be honest. I don't like it. I really get Rosenior for like 2 3 years. He's doing a great job with Strasbourg, but as right now he's just making a step with us. He's barely okay. I don't want to say he's bad, but I say he's barely okay. He's still trying to do some good thing with us, but we are now inside a crisis since November. We just win against Lille in Ligue 1, and yeah, we win against Dunkerque in Coupe de France, and that's all. We just make some lost draw. The match against Nice was a little bit bad for us. We make a great first half, and the second is very difficult. And for me, honest, Nice was better than us. And surely Nice got like 60, 16, 16 guy who was not here. Some guy was in the Africa Cup. Some guy was injured, things like this. And yeah, I mean, we're all a little bit disappointed because that's the way that the multi-club football need to work. But when you are at the top, you are happy. When you are in the below, it's difficult. It's difficult. And for me, I just want to have a good opinion about the next manager who's going to replace Mr. Renior.
Yeah, I think to add to your point, I think the plan probably was for Rosenior to stay for 2 or 3 years, and not move yet. But obviously, Maresca did what he did, so they had to replace him. So I understand that you probably wanted to keep him for a bit longer, and I think Chelsea's plan was probably to keep Rosenior at Strasbourg for a bit longer as well. But yeah, and I think on the whole of Chelsea and Strasbourg, we're both in a bit of a lull period, and I think it probably comes down to everybody's been a bit distracted. I would assume there was conversations before Maresca actually left about Rosenior leaving, so maybe he wasn't 100% focused on Strasbourg, and obviously Chelsea weren't fully focused because Maresca was about to be sacked. So hopefully for both clubs now we can settle in and move.
But for be honest, when Rosenior get the new contract in Strasbourg, he was a little bit. I don't want to say 100%, but I want to say 99% sure that's going to be the next Chelsea manager. That's why Strasbourg will keep him from Nottingham Forest, and I don't remember the 17, Bayern Leverkusen, it's in German
Yep.
team. So that's why we keep him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked very likely from our side, from Chelsea side, that they gave him a new deal to give him a bit more money and keep him at the club instead of letting him go. It's a little bit like signing a mega. Lots of Premier League clubs wanted a mega, so we kind of signed him so he didn't go somewhere else
Exactly,
in a way. When we would have preferred to probably keep him at Strasbourg for another year, 2 years, or what have you.
exactly.
Lintou, outside of obviously now Chelsea taking Rosenior away from Strasbourg, how have you felt over the last sort of couple of years since the multi-club model's been introduced. Obviously, I know you've had a lot of loan players from us. Some of them have been successful, some of them not so much. How do you feel about the project of being so closely linked with Chelsea? Do you feel it benefits Strasbourg or makes it harder as a fan?
So for Strasbourg fan, I'm likely the pro BlueCo because we are both inside a war, inside the civil war from Strasbourg fan. There is the anti-BlueCo run by the Strasbourg Ultra, and it's on. I don't know the things in English, but the grève in French. So 50 minutes where they didn't sing, they didn't make anything. And there is the pro BlueCo, so myself, because I say some good thing about BlueCo. Truly, I need to be honest. We literally fighting for staying in League 1 since BlueCo is here with Lampard from Chelsea. We are basically fighting for Europe. That's the first time we get the Europe in 20 years. You know, that's amazing for us. And day after day, when we got a good football offensive, a good vision of football based on Chelsea, that's good for us. I need to be honest with this. But yeah, in the ID, being below another club, it's difficult. It's difficult. So I mean that sportively, we're winning. We're winning on this. In the ID, it's another thing.
Yeah, because from the outside looking in, like having the likes of an Andre Santos or Mike Penders, etc., looks fantastic. But then also now Rosenior is being taken away from you. There was never any chance you was going to be able to keep Andre Santos permanently. Anything like that. It's sort of like it's a positive in the short term in that moment, but in the longer term, it feels like you're there to serve Chelsea, which is not how necessarily a multi-club model should sort of be run, in my opinion. I think it definitely works well for both parties to an extent. Like you say, you've qualified for Europe in that period of time, which is fantastic and probably a bit earlier than you even expected as a fan. But I think taking care of both parties in terms of Chelsea and Strasbourg needs to be done fairly, in my opinion. But yeah, it's nice to get your opinion on
just
that.
to add on that as well, and just maybe to give you guys a little bit of kind of hope or a bit more positivity. Chelsea are trying, or BlueCo are trying to kind of separate the two clubs a little bit more, which is why you saw David Ware come over as a sporting director. Because if the model of having both clubs is successful, they'd quite like to have both clubs in Champions League. If they're both clubs are in Champions League, we can't do as much business together. So they're trying to set it up where there isn't as much kind of crossover. So if we both are in Champions League, we obviously have to, in a way, put Strasbourg into a trust, and you guys are completely separate.
Right,
so
yes.
yeah, so I understand, obviously, like you say, in the short term, it's benefited you in a way because you've spent more money than you've ever done before. You've got players that you probably wouldn't have, and you're in Europe. But also, I can completely understand why. If, I don't know, say, for example, this summer you sign an unbelievable talent, he plays really well for 12 months, Chelsea are going to be like, okay, we'll have him. So I can understand where it's positive and a negative overall. But hopefully, as things progress and you guys get better and better, they want you to be one of the top clubs in France. Their aim is for you to be the second biggest club in France outside of PSG. That's what they'd like you to be.
Could be a dream. So could be a dream.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why they've gone down the youth model. They want to rebuild Strasbourg from the ground up, build you up, and then as you grow, the players that you have grow with you, and you become the second biggest club in France. Obviously, you're never going to really compete with PSG because they're owned by a state, and they have big revenue and big money, and they can just spend as much as they possibly can. But that's the long-term aim. So hopefully, in the future, it will be less of an issue. And it will just be kind of tactically like very important loans, important signings coming from you guys. So that's good. So I mean, to talk Rosenior a little bit more as well, how, from my perspective, what is the most positive thing, let's say tactically, you've seen from Rosenior, and maybe where that might work really well at Chelsea?
So Rosenior is a very, very good coach. That means he really like the football, and not the kick and rush, the very good football. That means you want to play low, short pass, make some build, something. If you want to see a great goal, watch the game that we win against Toulouse, 3-2. in Toulouse, in Stadium of Toulouse. We just make the second goal is absolutely beautiful from Omega, the second goal from Omega. So everyone has a plan. Everyone need to touch the ball, to have an importance in his game, in his gameplay, in his tactics, and that's very important for everyone because there is no player who's just left on the play and just say, okay, you are here for playing defense, you are here for playing offensive. No, everyone got an idea, everyone got a vision of what they want to do, and that's very, very important when you like the real football.
Nice.
Wow.
And yeah. I mean, that's great. It's great. I mean,
No, I
think
saw the first of Anton Daniel. Don't remember his name. I'm sorry. Look. Yeah. Now I saw your face. You just like, oh.
You're giving me you're giving me loads of hope at the minute, Lintou. I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
Oh yeah, no, for real. Rosenior really, really like the football. Trust me, for me, it's the best coach that we got in Strasbourg since we are in Ligue 1, maybe less. He really, really like the football, but there is two things. Maybe we can develop it before. We can develop it right now or after. You told me, but there is two things that told me that Rosenior is not ready for Chelsea.
not ready, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I mean, it's a good segue. Why do you think he might not be?
The first thing is playing like CB for Mr. Robert Sanchez. I talked with a French guy, a supporter from Chelsea. He told me that Mr. Jorgensen, Philippe Jorgensen, the goalkeeper,
Yep.
has the most successful pass and short pass in the world. I don't know if
He's
it's
one of
true.
them. Yeah, one of
Okay.
the best on the ball. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that guy will be your starter. Trust me, because
You think?
Rosenior, yeah, 100%. Because Rosenior always want to have a goalkeeper playing as a CB. You really play like a CB, and everyone in Strasbourg really scared. I don't know if you saw the match versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
We we literally got two shots from Crystal Palace in the open goal, and both got to the work. Even with Nice, this Saturday, they had one chance, and hopefully the ball not coming the wall. So as right now, that's the most important thing for me for me to adapt for Mr. Rosenior. And in the other thing is the manage his stressful, manage his anxiety. Every time that we got a big team versus us, he really, really lost his mind. He really lost his feeling, and he's gonna be a little bit so hungry, a little bit so. I don't know how to say it, but something is not working. You know, when the stress is here, you literally forget what you want to do. I giving the
Loses his
example for
composure a little bit.
what
He
do you say?
loses his composure a little bit in the bigger
Exactly.
games.
Exactly. And taking an example versus Marseille, I think that you saw the video. You really had a big argument with the referee because I don't know if it's Balerdi make a foul against Mr. Emega, and Rosenior is going to be very angry with this, getting an argument with the referee, with Roberto Zerbi, all that stuff, and after it, what we do, what Strasbourg does, was a little bit so stressful. We lost we lost the pressure, we lost the feeling, we lost all the thing that we got, and Marseille after it making 2 goals and win.
Yeah,
That's quite interesting. Just to go back to your first point you made, do you not see him? Because just so I don't know how much you watch of Chelsea, but Philip Jorgensen doesn't play ever at Chelsea at the moment. He makes loads of mistakes. From a goalkeeping perspective, he's not showing himself to be particularly good, but obviously quite good on the ball. Do you not see him doing what he did with Petrovic and kind of not putting the goalkeeper at centre back and kind of staying with Sanchez?
No, with Sanchez, that's insane. Just made that's really, really insane.
Because Sanchez
really,
cannot play centre back. Like he cannot do what Penders is doing.
I
But
really
we
don't
did
think.
from what I haven't watched Strasbourg very much. Like I've watched occasionally, but not all the time. But when I ever watched him when Petrovic was on loan with you guys, he didn't really use Petrovic in the same way he's using Penders now. So in
No.
my head, he would keep Sanchez in goal and not kind of do that stuff with the goalkeeper.
If he can do it, everything is good. Trust me, in that way, you will be a little bit cool, you will be hopeful with this. If you cannot, trust me, it's a little bit more to make Mr. Jorgensen as a starter.
Fair enough.
'cause
It'll be interesting to see.
I feel like Danny says, he'll sort of use Sanchez a bit like Petrovic for this season, and then next season when Penders returns, he can then make that evolution to what he was doing at Strasbourg this season with Penders, have him more as a centre back, and it'll be very interesting to see. Lintou, how much do you know and watch of Chelsea?
Often, trust me, I saw barely like 10 match from Chelsea, but not that full match. Always the highlights.
Yeah,
I just watched the last 50 minutes versus Manchester City, the last match. So
Okay, so that was a loaded question.
McFarlane.
That was a bit of a loaded question for you, because I'm interested to see how you think. Obviously, you spoke about the goalkeeper there. How do you think Renior will line up at Chelsea as a whole, with the personnel, what players he'll use the most, and also tactically? How do you think he'll set us up?
So, in my opinion, he will play as a 4-3-3. He absolutely make Andre Santos as a starter. He really hate it. He really rate him. He like him very much. Caicedo as DM. Enzo Felix as CM with Andre Santos, both at box to box. In the right, I think it's going to be a Cole Palmer. In the front, it could be a good question because he like and know Mr. Liam Delap from LCT, but in my opinion, I think everyone is seeing this. Liam Delap is going to make a bad my decision as right now, and I think Mr. Joao Pedro is better to be starter for Chelsea as right now. In the left, I don't know. I think still like Mr. Pedro Neto gonna be a starter more than Estevao because I think that Mr. Rosenior want to make a little bit experienced guy at the left and don't want to be bury Mr. Estevao as left. In the defend, I really don't know. I really don't know. Gusto is gonna be a starter from the right. In the left, Cucurella. And back in center back, I don't know. Just I don't know. I really.
So no Reece James.
I know. Hey, I know about Mr. Tosin Adebayo. I know. I know.
Yeah, he can come to Strasbourg if you like. Yeah, you can.
No. Get him.
No. We can send him for free. It's free. Take it.
So from what you've just said there, you don't think Renior will start Reece James?
I really think that Mr. Gusto is going to be more starter because he's like Morera in the right back, so he could have so much power in the offensive. I saw the play. This is Manchester City when he made the assist to Pedro Neto. The dribble was absolutely amazing for him.
Yeah, I think to be fair I think Reece James will play because he's just that good. But I do understand where you're coming from a perspective of the wing back type role that Renior uses, even if it is a 3 at the back, 5 at the back, or if it's actually just a fullback that pushes very high. That's quite taxing on Reece James, and Reece James has obviously not got the greatest fitness. I think he will just find a way to put Reece James in the team. Maybe him and Gusto will just rotate every other game because they'll want to use James and just rest him every other game and use him that way. But it'd be very interesting to see how he uses Reece because he would be fantastic in that high fullback role, but he won't be able to play there all the time because he just physically can't deal with it. So it's going to be very, very interesting. It'd be interesting to see if, because obviously in a rest defense when we're on the ball, Renior quite often leaves 3 at the back. It'd be quite interesting to see if he would like maybe deploy Reece as like the right centre back in that instead of. So kind of is as an actual centre back instead of.
You made a good point because in Strasbourg, Doué, the right back, playing as a CB in the CB in the right. So maybe that could be a good thing.
Because I've seen quite often as well with the wide centre backs, when you're on the ball and you have the three at the back, the two wide centre backs, they're quite often the ones that make the
Exactly.
line breaking passes. And Reece James is fantastic at that. I would prefer to see him further forward, but it's going to be very interesting to see how he uses him.
That would mean less of our actual centre backs playing as well, which is always
That's
good.
perfect. Yeah, even better. Yeah, I like him even more already.
If we can get away with just using maybe Fofana and then have Cucurella and James either side, we might be a bit better.
And I saw that Chelsea is on Margay.
I don't think we'll get Mark Guehi.
Yeah,
I think he'll go to Man City.
Manchester City, yeah.
It'll be City or Bayern. If he goes in January, he'll go Man City. If he doesn't go in January, I think he'll go to Bayern Munich in the summer.
Okay.
Mark Guehi doesn't really want to join Chelsea because of the way we treated Conor Gallagher when he was here, and they're like best mates. So I don't think we really have a chance. But it'd be very interesting, just as well, while we're talking centre backs and we're talking Strasbourg. Do you think Mamadou Sarr is ready to play for Chelsea next season?
Next season, yeah. He just have some bad IL levels, and that thing needs to be worked. But with the pass is like the most great CB with the pass in the youth, in the young player from 23 years old or below.
Yeah.
That means we got Sarr at the first, and the second is Jeremy Jacquet. I think that someone know him from Rennes.
Yeah. Someone that Chelsea are looking at as well. I mean, everybody in the world.
Everybody in France. Yeah.
It's not particularly surprising, but we are definitely looking at him. It's quite interesting you say that because I was talking to somebody the other day, and they see longer term as a comparison Mamadou Sarr being Chelsea's Saliba, and then they're looking for his Gabriel to play next to him, which maybe could be Jacquet, it could be Josh Achimpong or somebody like that. But that's how we see.
Trust me, I saw the French league day after day, week after week. If you got a pair of Jacquet and Mr. Mamadou Sarr, you will be cool. You will be very, very cool.
I think that's what Chelsea would like to do if we're able to, because everybody wants Jacquet. Then we'll see. But yeah, that would be what Chelsea would like to do.
Into my last question for you around Renior a little bit more, but how did he use the squad? Did he, like, when there was a lot of fixtures and there was injuries and people needing a rest, did he manage the squad as a whole quite well?
Yeah, he managed very, very well. As an example, we saw that Barco came as a left back, and at that time we got Abidera, who was injury. I don't think it was a great injury, maybe 1 or 2 months. And everyone thinking that Mr. Pabdong could be the next CB. Came from Africa. He was in a trial in Chelsea. And the next match, Mr. Rosenior make Barco as CM, and since that day is one of the best CM that in Liga, And yeah,
I do like Barco.
He could have some good idea. Could have some very good idea.
And does he rotate very well? Will he use like everybody within the squad well?
Yeah. This season with the Conference League, he managed to have the week after week a new team, and maybe that was one of the worst thing, because we didn't have a proper how do you say it, a proper team, a proper 19 proper 11 player.
Yeah.
Just make a statement of this. I'm very, very sorry. Okay, it's the first time I speak in English, like 10 years ago.
You're doing very well.
You're doing very well.
Very
doing 10 times better than
stressful. Okay.
No, you're doing very well. Do not worry about that. Like I say, you're doing much better than I could do in French. So yeah, no problem at all. It's interesting you say that, because the one thing I would say that Maresca didn't do very well. He changed his team a lot, but he didn't utilize everyone. So we didn't see much of Santos. We didn't see much of Achimpong. We didn't see much of Gittins. Esteval was not really used that much. Hato and stuff like that.
He will very, very hard rotation, but and that's a very bad thing. If one guy made like 10 bad minutes, he's out. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely out. the example of Felix Maréchal, who was our AM, the AM, the attacking midfield.
Mhm.
He was really like the best attacking midfield in the second part of last season. And that season, he only got the match versus Bromby, the first and the second match. And after this, one bad match, out. Wasn't able to get him in the team. He let him versus Angers. Versus Angers, he made two assists. He made one match after another match versus Lyon, and versus Lyon is just make a substitute, and the substitute was absolutely awful. He's the one who made the bad thing when Lyon did the equalizer by Mr. Alfonso Moreira. And since that day, Le Maréchal is out. We only see him versus Racing Club de Lens, and bad match against Lens and out of the team. That means when you got the time, when you got the minute with Rosenior, do the good thing. For real, do
Yeah.
the good thing and listen to him. Listen to what he want to do. Listen what he want to like. Everything is gonna be alright with it.
So he's not afraid to make changes. He'll use his squad quite well, but obviously, if you continue to play poorly, you won't get the minutes. Is basically what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the
Sounds good
elite
to me.
management, the elite mentality that is always saying.
There's too many players that play terribly for Chelsea frequently and still get minutes, so that sounds good to me.
Yeah,
I have an idea of one.
yeah. I'm not sure. Tosin will play much, to be honest.
Excellent.
Because
you?
that was the frustration with Maresca. Sorry to talk over you there, Luke, but
No, you're
the
fine.
frustration with Maresca is you'd see somebody like Hato didn't play well against Karabag out of the team, and you don't see him for ages. Josh Achimpong made like one bad pass, substituted, doesn't get played for ages. But then you see somebody like Tosin who plays bad over and over and over again, but continues to play.
I got just one question because I know that Mr. Josh Achimpong was linked to Strasbourg. Do you think he's going to be a good right back or C back for us? Maybe for the next season.
He'd probably be one of your best players if you got him. He's that good, but
He's one of our
think
best
he'll
players.
go. Yeah, I don't think he'll be leaving. Yeah.
He's.
I don't think he'll be leaving, to be honest.
I'd argue he's one of our best centre backs, if not the best.
And also could easily play right back. I thought
Yeah,
he looked
exactly.
very good in there at Chelsea. So I wouldn't put much hope on getting Josh Achimpong on loan, to be honest.
But if you want Tosin, you're more than welcome.
And the other guy was the Kazakhstan guy, Spadziev, Darlin Spadziev.
Yeah, he could maybe come next year, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
He looks incredible.
Yeah, his ball striking is incredible. They're going to have a look in the summer and see what they think, because he might need like a smaller loan before Strasbourg, because he is coming from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
But if they think he's ready, he might come to you, boys.
He will definitely go to Strasbourg. It's just whether it's next year or the year after, from what I've heard.
I think he'll either go next year and spend 2 years with you, or it will be another loan and then the following season will come to you.
Okay, I got it. Now, because we got the example of Mr. Kendry Paez, which I highly rated, and he knows all the nightclub in Strasbourg. I don't know how he managed to do it. He know how the nightclub, all the nightclub in Germany.
Yeah, his problem is not on the pitch; it's off the pitch. I mean, when he first got brought to the Ecuador international team, and he was caught smoking and drinking when he was like 17 years old in a nightclub. So he needs to sort himself out.
I saw there was talk that he might actually leave Strasbourg in January. Strasbourg.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I think they might bring him back at Chelsea and just keep him like around the squad, around the U21s, and just keep an eye on him to try and get him back on track.
Yeah. My last question: did you see this morning the rumours around Emmanuel Omega and Liam Rosenior with the water bottle?
So I'm the guy who let him out. I'm sorry, I didn't know that that's gonna be so intense.
That went mental. It went absolutely mental on Chelsea Twitter.
So it's not my information. It's the information of my friends, Mr. Racinskop. His name is Luis, and he told me this, and like maybe 3 or 5 minutes after, absolutely erase everything. He's everything. Like 2 or 3 minutes, I've got 3 or 5 guys from Chelsea, English guy. Tell me, is it true about Mr. Rosenior and you guys? Is it true? I said, guys, okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm like you. I just get the information right now.
So, what do you think
So
of it? What do you think of Omega? Because I know there's been a couple of disciplinary issues this year.
yeah.
What do you
This
think of him as a player and then as a person from what you know as well?
that thing plus the thing that he's injury prone could be a little bit difficult for Chelsea, but Mr. Rosenior, he got a minute with him in Strasbourg. He's not bad with Strasbourg, yeah? But with Chelsea is another thing. We all know it. So
Because I've always thought that, like Danny said at the top of the show, that we signed him because we didn't want others to sign him. We wanted to have control
no,
over his future.
no.
But I just think that they'll sell him. I don't know if he'll actually ever play for Chelsea.
I think he
they'll-
could easily end up back on loan at Strasbourg next season.
No,
Yeah,
no. It's the last year for him in Strasbourg. For me, I keep him, but he want to play with Chelsea. He's gonna have 6 months to make some good thing with Rosenior in the training and all the stuff, and yeah. No, I'm not 100% sure that he's gonna make it in Chelsea. We saw that Mr. Andre Santos was the best player in Strasbourg and one of the best players in Liga. He barely got the starter in Chelsea, so how could Emega could be the starter?
that will change
Yeah.
No
now.
question.
I think Santos will be the biggest winner from Liam Rosenior
I will,
joining Chelsea.
100%, 100% sure.
And you say you watched the Man City game the other day. He was fantastic when he came on the pitch.
Yeah.
I've
He was
been
a
really
big
impressed
reason
with
why
him.
we got a point. Big
Yeah,
reason why we got a point against Man City.
I've been
Oh
really,
yeah,
really impressed with him
I agree.
recently.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, do you overall? Sorry, Danny. Just what
No, go.
my
You
last.
go.
Overall, do you think Liam will he'll succeed at Chelsea, or do you think it will fail?
For me, it's all about his anger, his anxiety about playing versus big team in the top team. In UCL, I don't want to give you hope, guys. I don't feel you're gonna. I'm sorry, okay. I don't want to be the bad guy, but I don't feel you're
Be
gonna make
honest.
it
Fair enough.
in the top 5. Yeah, you could be, but it's up to him. He really need to manage himself. He need to be a little bit more calm with it. I know that Khalifa Cisse, Ben Walker, and Justin Walker came with him, so they know him. They know how to manage the Chelsea team. It's basically the same idea from Strasbourg and Chelsea. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit more calm, and Chelsea's gonna be the winner. Otherwise, I don't feel it's gonna be cool for you guys.
Fair
So,
enough. I'm hoping. I feel a little bit like maybe a lot of his stress and anxiety this year and what have you is he kind of knew that he could get the Chelsea job and he wanted everything to be perfect. I'm kind of hoping that now he has the Chelsea job, he might just calm down a little bit. And it's like you've
yeah,
made it.
yeah.
You kind of he's been worried that if he shit the bed over the last 6 months, he wouldn't get this opportunity with Maresca about to be gone. So hopefully he'll calm down. I think that's my biggest issue. I think personality wise, like in the media, the Chelsea fans will love him. I think the players will really like him. I think tactically he's quite good. I think
Yeah.
it will come down to if he can deal with the pressure overall. So we'll have to see
And
what
you
happens.
think I know it's so early into his tenure, but his first game at Stamford Bridge is Arsenal at home in the semi-final of a cup, and if that's the time to either calm yourself down and relax, or we will see that anxious side of him where he loses his composure, and it can be quite a good early telltale sign, but it can also be quite a bad reference point for how he handles that sort of scenario, because it's a scenario we're going to find ourselves in against the bigger sides, maybe later stages of competitions, and it's whether he can handle that or not.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll handle it any worse than Maresca did because
I know that's
he didn't deal with it.
the one. My only praise of Maresca really was that he was good in the big games.
No,
So
but I mean his anxiety around it. Obviously,
yeah.
you
Oh,
could,
he
that's
was
what
an
I mean.
emotional child, wasn't he,
Yeah,
Maresca?
he was indeed. He was indeed. Just before we wrap up, we had a couple of people on Twitter post a couple of questions, and I just wanted to ask them to ensure that you so they get their answer. We had a question from Chris. He said, "How is Rosenior most likely to set up Chelsea's midfield? Do you believe he'll start with a double pivot of Caicedo and Santos?"
No. It's gonna be a trip. So 4-3-3, like I said before. It's gonna be Caicedo as DM, Santos in the CM right, and Enzo at the CM left. In my
Okay.
opinion, it's gonna be this. And it's gonna be,
Yeah.
gonna be
But sometimes he did deploy a double pivot, didn't he? Maybe even in game it changed to a double
very cool.
pivot. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
Because I think
It-
in the big games, playing Santos, Caicedo, and Enzo will be very, very helpful and
gonna-
make us a lot more
yeah,
solid.
exactly. And the thing that Mr. Rosenior got is he really like the midfield, some technical midfield. So that means with Caicedo, with Enzo Fernandez, with Andre Santos, everything's gonna be alright.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because they want to add to the midfield as well. So I think if he does want to play all three at the same time, it's even more important to get another midfielder because
Yeah.
we're quite light in
Yeah.
that area. So
Well,
it'll be interesting to see what happens.
We've had like 4 or 5 midfielders for 2 positions, haven't we? Whereas if you're going
Yep.
to playing 3 midfielders constantly, you got 4 or 5 players for that. Plus, you've got the likes of Asugo and Lavia who are just always injured. There definitely needs to be strengthened in that area for sure.
We need a bit more physicality in there as well. And then the other question was, and you feel free to keep this quite brief, but Namewell said, "How does Rossini's tactics at Strasbourg fit the Chelsea squad? Pressing, build up, player roles. Which players do you think will suit his system the best?" I know we've kind of touched on that, but just an overall on that would be great as well.
Yeah, but in the reality, Strasbourg and Chelsea got likely the same idea, the same tactics. They want a proper football, possession football. They want to be offensive together. So yeah, trust me, all the player that come from Strasbourg to Chelsea is gonna be fit in the next years if Rosenior stay in Chelsea.
This is a question for you. Obviously, we've said Santos because he's obviously already played and he's the biggest winner. Who do you think within Chelsea is gonna like playing for Rosenior the most, like tactically? That's not Andre Santos.
Maybe Gusto. Because if he's play like Moreira does in the left in Strasbourg, he's gonna have some space in the offensive. And I know Gusto because he's French, and I watch the national French TV, the French team, sorry, the national French team. And yeah, he's gonna have some space to make some crossing and make some good thing for Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that because when Pochettino was in charge a couple of seasons ago, that's how Gusto was deployed a lot. An overlapping fullback, get crosses into the box, and he was one of our better players that season. And then you saw it against Man City, one game back into the fullback position, and he creates an assist and looks really good. So I'm very excited to see how Gusto develops. One question I had, because I think Maresca completely and utterly not destroyed Cole Palmer. That's a bit dramatic, but he was containing him and not allowing him to be who Cole Palmer is. How do the number 10s, the most creative players, do you think that's a positive for Cole Palmer for Rosenior?
In my opinion, Cole Palmer is going to be at the right wing, not at the 10 because. So
That's good.
That's his best position. Put him at the right.
No, because we got the same problem with Sebastian Nanazi, who is more better in the AM, the play in the left wing for Strasbourg. So in my opinion, it's gonna be more Cole at the left and maybe no one in the AM.
Fair enough, because I would really like that if Cole Palmer starts off the right hand side, but kind of a little bit more central, but on the right hand side with Gusto going out around him. That will unlock Cole Palmer, and you'll see what you saw again under Pochettino.
Yeah. And that's really the idea when we got Nanazi and Moreira in the left. That means Nanazi get the ball, so he control the ball because he got a good technique, and Moreira can do the overlap and run for making the crosses for Panicelli or another guy.
I tell you one person who I think we don't own him, but I think we would love to, and I think would be perfect under Rosenior is
Gittens?
Yildiz. No, Yildiz from Juventus.
Yildiz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yildiz. Yeah.
it's in the English, the French thing. Okay,
No,
yeah, Kenan Yildiz. Yeah,
yeah.
It's a good idea. Good idea. Just a good idea.
Because we like him a lot, and I think he's very much good in the like left half pocket type situation, and I think he could fit very well. But it'd be interesting to see how he gets on with Gittins, because Gittins very direct.
I saw that you made an offer for Vinicius Junior.
No, I
Yeah,
doubt
that
it.
was fake. Yeah, that was fake.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no chance. No chance we pay that kind of money.
Okay.
No chance. That guy will want like 400 or 500 grand a week, and we're not paying that.
He's a baby as well.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, I think that's a really good episode. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate the insight into Rosenior. I really hope Strasbourg get a good manager that you're happy with, and you continue to do well, push up the table, and hopefully all this distraction of Rosenior leaving, Maresca leaving, and everything like that, everybody settles down and we'll all do better. I'm sure we will continue to talk. Maybe we'll get you back on for another episode in the future. But really appreciate your time. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you, or any push public?
Yeah, they confirm me. So I saw the things right here. Interview with Lintou, Strasbourg fans. So very good. You have very good things. So yeah, they could follow me on Twitter. They could still follow me on TikTok, YouTube. That name is Lintou Scouting. I mean, I make some scouting thing about Ligue 1 player. I made some video with Sidiki Sherif. I think he's linked to Crystal Palace. Alpha Touré, other guys. If they want,
we'll link all of your accounts in the comments down below on the YouTube video.
Thank you, Luke.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. Hope everybody enjoyed that video, and we'll catch you all soon. Peace.
Bye.